So a common mistake that people make when they start making videos is that they only make ones that are interesting to them. Now this is great if you're just looking to develop your videography skills or you're using it as a means of personal expression. But in terms of building a targeted audience of true followers, it sucks because you're relying on just pure dumb luck in terms of them finding your video and consistently coming back to you. So what is the key to coming up with effective ideas that build a target audience? Well, it all comes down to knowing your niche. Is it niche or niche? Or is it niche? Hey guys, Mike from Red Sea Visuals. And today we're going to go over why knowing your niche is the key to coming up with effective video ideas to build your target audience. We're going to take a look at how to figure out your niche and how to do some basic keyword research. So get your game face on because we're going to do a bit of a deep dive today. Think of your niche as your start and end destinations on Google Maps. Ooh, that's two ends in a row. That's pretty hard to say. Anyway, your product and your service is your start destination, and your target customer or customers are your end destination. And the suggested routes that Google Maps throws out? Well, those are the different ways that you can effectively reach your target customers. Now you might be wondering, Mike, how does this apply to coming up with ideas for videos? The cool thing is, once you know your niche, you can work your way backwards to video ideas. It's kind of like, starting a maze from the end. So for example, let's imagine a sneaker shoe store that specializes in selling shoes to sneakerheads and basketball players. Now just based off of this information, we can already come up with some video ideas. To attract basketball players, we could do a video about the most popular shoes that are worn in the NBA. For the sneakerheads, we could do a breakdown of different collectible sneaker shoes. This is the value of knowing your niche. Now, of course, that begs the question, how do you figure out what yours is? The first step is knowing exactly what your company does. So let's begin by imagining two apparel companies. Company number one does men's apparel in general, and company number two specifically does men's casual business wear. Now imagine you're a potential customer looking to buy men's casual business wear. You're doing some research online and you come across two videos. One video is from the general men's apparel company who also happens to do men's casual business wear, and the other video is from company number two, the one that specializes in men's casual business wear. Now which one are you more likely gonna click on, and why? Chances are you're gonna go with the specialist. An interesting thing happens when you're a specialist. People tend to look at you as more of an expert, and because of that, they think you're more trustworthy and that you have a better product and service because, generally speaking, you do. Generalists, on the other hand, don't benefit from these natural assumptions because they don't specialize. And not only do they have to compete with other generalists, but they have to compete with specialists as well. And the fact of the matter is, in this little scenario of ours, the generalists probably wouldn't have even shown up in the search because they didn't target keywords aimed at men's casual business wear. This is the value of being specific about what it is that you do. The next step in figuring out your niche is identifying who your target customer or customers are. Now remember, going back to our Google Maps metaphor, your target customer is the end destination, and you can't figure out a path on Google Maps without your end destination. So let's go back to our two example companies and look at their likely target demographics. Now remember, company one is just a general men's apparel company, so their demographics are likely going to be general as well. They're probably going to go after men age 18 to 65. In terms of location, it's really hard to tell. It's pretty much everywhere when you're a generalist. Income level, who knows? It probably runs the whole range. As you can see, when you're a generalist, it makes it so much harder to narrow down who your target customer is. Company number two, on the other hand, specializes in men's casual business wear. And because of their more specific product offering, you can more easily make assumptions about who would be interested in it. Now, who's most likely to be interested in men's casual business wear? Probably men aged 22 to 55 who live or work in San Francisco, New York, or other metropolitan areas, likely work in an office and make $70,000 to $150,000 a year. We're just assuming that that's the salary range of someone who has enough expendable income to be spending on men's casual business wear. Having this information makes it so much easier to come up with effective video ideas that'll attract your target audience. In fact, you probably already have a video idea for company number 2.
I got a girl that compliments my fly, and when it goes down, I know she gon' ride. I finally got somebody I can call mine. My one time for the one time.
So how do you figure out who your target customer or customers are? These questions should help with that. How old is your target buyer? What's their gender? What's their income? What's their career? Where do they live? Are they married? If so, do they have kids? Do they own a home? What's their hobbies and interests? Why do they need you? How do they find out about you? Google search? LinkedIn? Word of mouth? Once you've nailed down specifically what your product and your service is and who your target customers are, you've figured out your niche. So once you have your niche figured out, the next step is how do you come up with effective video ideas for the long term? The good news is there's a repeatable process that you can do where your niche goes in one end and ideas for effective video content come out the other. So the process starts by using your imagination, by putting yourself in your target customer's shoes. You have to ask yourself, what are the problems that they face? What's their day-to-day struggle that your product or service can help with? Each problem or question that you come up with is a topic for a video to cover. So let's go back to company number 2 in our example, the one who specializes in men's casual business wear. Now remember, their demographics are men aged 22 to 55 who work in an office and who live or work in San Francisco, New York, or any other metropolitan area. So let's ask ourselves, what are the problems that they face, or what are the questions that they have running through their minds in relation to men's casual business wear? Questions that they might have are, what are the must-have essentials for men's casual business wear? What material is best for sitting in a chair all day? What's business casual wear that's easy to move around in? Each of these can be an educational video that can help company number 2 to build trust and awareness with their targeted audience and improve their SEO. Now, the next part of the repeatable process really helps if you have a hard time coming up with ideas. And even if you don't have a hard time coming up with ideas, you should do it anyway because it's going to tell you whether or not it's worth your time making a video out of your idea. And that step is keyword research. Doing keyword research on keywords related to your niche reveals what people are actually searching for online. And if people are searching for those keywords online, then that's a big sign that you should be making videos related to those keywords. Now, full disclosure, keyword research is a deep rabbit hole that we can easily get lost in. That's why we're just going to give you the Cliff's Notes version here in this video. However, if you are interested in doing a deep dive, you should check out Miles Beckler's video here. He does a great job going in depth about keyword research, and he even shows you some useful tactics when it turns out that no one is searching for the keywords that you want to use. Anyway, let's now take a look at how to do keyword research on Ubersuggest, Quora, and Google Trends, and how to mine them for video ideas. Little disclaimer here, I'm not trying to say that Ubersuggest is the best keyword explorer out there. In fact, you have many options. But Ubersuggest is free, and that's why we're using it for this video. So let's do a quick keyword search for men's casual business wear. So to keep things simple, we're going to focus on the 2 values that matter the most when you're starting out, and that's search volume and SEO difficulty. If we look at search volume, it shows that there are 390 online searches per month for men's casual business wear. For SEO difficulty, it has a score of 36 out of 100. And on Ubersuggest, this means that you have a decent chance of ranking in a Google search for men's casual business wear. Now, one thing you have to realize is that each keyword explorer gives different weights to SEO difficulty scores. For instance, on Ubersuggest, an SEO difficulty of 36 is pretty good, it's worth going after. But on Moz, A score of 36 for SEO difficulty is actually quite competitive, so if you're just starting out, you're probably going to want to go after different keywords instead. So based off of the results from Ubersuggest, it shows that there's a decent amount of searches being done for men's casual business wear every month, and that it shouldn't be too difficult to rank well in the Google search result for it. Now I know what you're thinking. Mike, how in the world do we get video ideas from this? Well, we need to go one step further and click on keyword ideas. So as we can see, the keyword phrase men's business casual clothes gets 1,900 searches per month, which is way more than the 390 searches per month that our original keyword phrase men's casual business wear gets. And with an SEO difficulty score of 35, that's actually one lower than our original keyword phrase. So this means that we should make videos based around the keyword phrase men's business casual clothes. We can make videos like timeless men's business casual clothes, men's business casual clothes essentials, the top 5 people to follow on Instagram for men's business casual clothes. This is how you mine keyword research for ideas. Now remember one thing. Each idea that you come up with needs to be guided by one thought. What will prove useful to your target customers? If you don't do this, all of your video ideas will fall on deaf ears. Or is it blind eyes? Is there such a saying? So now let's take a look at how to do keyword research on Quora. It's actually really quick and easy because they show you the actual questions that people are asking in relation to those keywords. All you have to do, you just go to their site, type in your keywords, and you get presented with a list of questions from actual people. And again, remember, each question equals a topic for a video to cover. And lastly, let's take a look at how to do keyword research on Google Trends to come up with potential video ideas. If we do a search for men's casual business wear, we can see that there are spikes in searches corresponding with the season's summer, fall, and winter. So if we were to make videos like men's casual business wear for the summer, men's casual business wear for the fall, and men's casual business wear for the winter, and release them around those times where there are spikes in searches, chances are those videos are going to perform pretty well. Woo! We made it to the end. I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot of information. You don't even want to know how long this one took to shoot. But anyway, now you know the steps you need to take. First, you need to figure out your niche, and that means being very specific about your product and service and who your target customers are. Second, you need to imagine your target customers' problems and how your product or service can help with that. And third, you need to do your keyword research. Hopefully, now you see the value of knowing your niche and why it is the key ingredient to coming up with effective video ideas that'll attract your target audience over the long term. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this takes a lot of work. So if you're thinking, Mike, this is all well and good, but I'd rather have someone else with experience do all the work for me, and I've got lots of money, then we'd be happy to help. Just send us a note at hi@redseavisuals.com. Anyway, if you have any other questions, make sure to leave them in the comment sections down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications, and we'll see you next time.